Wait, you see him? That big guy? Yeah, that's him. Let's go. Mr. Rideau! Mr. Rideau!
No time.
Sir, if we could just get up.
I told you people to leave me alone, please.
What happened to Jacob Jasper?
He left.
Do you know where he is?
I haven't the faintest idea. Now, if you please leave me alone.
One more question.
Leave me alone.
In 1975, an unexplained atmospheric event knocked out all communications in the town of Icebox, Minnesota, located in the central wilds of the state near the Canadian border. Since then, isolation and time have woven a tapestry of pain for these simple people. They keep to themselves, they are wary of outsiders, and now, one of the few outside people brave enough to try to make a life in this fabled land has disappeared. This week on Timeline, missing persons in a small town that hides many secrets.
Bathroom.
From station WPRN Chicago, the Public Radio Network presents Timeline, investigative journalism for the digital age. This week, Murder in a Small Town by Diana Wong Goldberg.
I first heard about Icebox, Minnesota 10 years ago, a fabled small town so isolated that not even TV waves can penetrate the dark, mythic North Woods that surround it. But that was not the most usual volume in the bookcase called Icebox Lore. That volume, which I am making up right now for the purpose of this analogy, lies at the literal center of town and the center of the town's story. Icebox, Minnesota is not completely without modern media, although modern may not be the right word.
Welcome again to the Gravedigger's Hour. Tonight we have a story to chill your bones as the humidity climbs ever higher.
In Icebox, Minnesota, there is a single radio station which seems to reach to the city limits and not much further. It runs out of a century-old building on the town's main street called the Opera House. And for these people, plays in the old-time radio style are the closest thing to television.
Well, it's kind of silly, I guess, but we just all got used to listening to radio.
Edgar, last name withheld, is a regular customer at the Busy Bee Cafe downtown.
I like the old stories. I visited friends and seen TV, internet, all of it. I don't think we miss much.
What do you know about the station manager's disappearance?
He left.
That's all?
Well, people do leave. Not like we got a force field around town anymore.
In 2012, Jacob Jasper, a former teacher from Minneapolis, took the job of station manager at the aforementioned institution, which had been branded simply Radio Icebox. He worked there for 5 years, doing a serviceable job managing programming and reading the news. But there were signs something was wrong almost from the start. Jasper had certain eccentricities, such as inventing a different name for himself for every newscast.
Good morning, time for news headlines from the Radio Icebox newsroom. This is Sunny Samuel reporting.
It didn't end there. From 2015 until the present, Jasper was called in by the local police on at least 3 occasions, once for disrupting a local Thanksgiving dinner. Yet, despite his criminal record, Jasper has never served time in the town's one jail cell. Local law enforcement refused our request for an interview, as did practically everyone else in town, with one notable exception.
So thank you for talking with us. No one else will.
That's all right.
Abby Dinkle, born and raised in Icebox, has been working at the radio station since she was 15.
It's an interesting radio station you have here.
It is that.
You don't appear to have call letters.
I'd rather not answer questions about the station if I could.
Okay, tell me about JJ.
What do you want to know?
What sort of manager was he?
He was okay, a little nervous. I don't think he ever realized how much this place runs itself.
What do you mean?
Well, I take care of the books, and Cody's the engineer. We've both been doing those jobs so long they're second nature. I always had the feeling that JJ was afraid to let go.
Let go of what?
Well, control. He was afraid things would fall apart if he wasn't taking care of it.
Did things ever fall apart?
Define fall apart.
May of 2017, something happened in the town of Icebox that no one involved is willing to talk about. Yet. But in the course of Timeline's investigation, one name keeps coming up over and over. A name which holds many letters and many secrets.
Told you people to leave me alone, please.
What happened to Jacob Jasper?
He left.
Do you know where he is?
I haven't the faintest idea. Now, if you please leave me alone.
One more question.
Leave me alone.
The man in this recording, the man scuttling away from our microphones, is David Major Rideau, lifelong Icebox resident and founder of the radio station. In 1975, a meteorite fell from the sky and splashed down in Sand Lake, whose placid waves lap up on City Beach north of town. At that moment, all wireless communication in the vicinity was knocked out. The story goes that Rideau, who had served in the Canadian military, set up a small Army surplus transmitter on the top floor of the Opera House and broadcast news bulletins for 48 hours straight.
Oh, yeah, he was great.
Again, Edgar, last name withheld, local coffee patron.
He gave news bulletins and traffic reports. Police started using him to give out info. We had a regular little radio station after that.
The town hadn't had one before?
No, we listened to the Falls in Canada, but after the space rock, we didn't get none of that. Saturday night come along, people couldn't get Love Boat and Fantasy Island, so Major, he started playing these records he had of old-time radio. That was all we had, so we listened.
What do you know about Major's other experiments?
I know not to go near his house at night.
Indeed, the entire town knows better than to go near Major Rideau's house at night. A search through county records indicate that since 1980, local authorities have fielded over 100 complaints from neighbors about activity around the Rideau home. Everything from bright lights to explosions, from power outages to unexplained hotspots in the ground. But in the spring of 2016, things got more serious. Well, what can you tell me about the evacuation in 2016?
Well, I said we had a gas leak, so we got out of town for the day.
Nothing else? Nothing else weird went on?
Well, how do you mean?
Were there ever stories about a green dome growing out over the lake?
Oh yeah, I'd forgotten about that. I suppose that did happen.
You don't think that's strange?
Well, you'd have to live here to understand.
You'd have to live here to understand. This sentiment, more than any other, represents the attitude of the residents of Icebox, Minnesota. On its face, this attitude is rustic, even charming. But beneath that face lies a bone structure of deceit and deception in which anything, even murder, is covered up in service to the placid, peaceful face the town of Icebox wishes to show the outside world. But it's only on closer inspection we discover that placid face is all smoke and mirrors. Next, when Timeline continues. We are in Icebox, Minnesota. Life is simple here, and so are the 2,000 residents. Everything is as calm and serene as the lake which stretches from the shores of this community all the way to Canada, about a quarter mile away. But in Icebox, things are often very cold. As cold as the name of Icebox.
Could you tell us about JJ?
What do you want to know?
Once again, Abby Dinkle.
There's a rumor that you two were romantically involved?
I suppose you could call that a rumor.
Well, what would you call it?
Common knowledge. We didn't exactly keep it a secret.
And now?
And now it's still not a secret.
No, I mean, what is your status now, romantically?
How is this relevant?
Well, JJ is missing. I thought that might have something to do with it.
I think this interview's over.
The story of Icebox, Minnesota, and the disappearance of Jacob Jasper is buried in the town's foundation of lies, locked in a granite tomb of deceit and untalkativeness that was chilling this story like the lake, the town's source of water, the source of all life. But in the midst of this dark cloud of journalistic inertia, a new force appeared on the scene, a force that would change everything.
If I do this, will you leave?
Cody Johns Rideau is Icebox, Minnesota's radio engineer. Apparently self-taught, Rideau, who also happens to be Major Rideau's grandson, agreed to talk with us. Cody Rideau worked with Jacob Jasper for 5 years. He was at the center of every controversy that surrounded the man, including the mysterious Thanksgiving dinner of 2015. Sources inside the radio station told us we would never get an interview with Cody. They were wrong.
Do you promise?
Of course.
All right, what do you want to know?
When did you last see Jacob Jasper?
Oh, let's see. I think that must have been last May?
Was it here at work?
Yeah, just a normal day.
You seem distracted. Is everything okay?
I'm fine.
So a normal day. He did the news.
He did the news, cut a few announcements, he recorded a commercial for Woody.
That's a local guide service?
Yes.
What was his mood that day?
Distracted, I suppose? He'd been distracted for a few days. We'd been under a lot of stress.
Why?
It's always stressful in radio. There's always stuff broken, never enough money to fix everything, stuff like that.
Oh, I understand. What else happened that day?
Well, JJ had called a meeting.
A meeting?
Yes, he wanted everyone to be there, said he'd had some kind of announcement. It all sounded pretty serious.
And was it here, the meeting?
No, he wanted it to happen at my grandfather's workshop.
Why?
It had to do with an experiment Grandpa was doing. He was just messing around with this new translator, and JJ was worried.
What about?
I think he was worried that we might get in trouble. He was always concerned the FCC would find out about the station and shut us down. I assume you know we're a pirate broadcast.
We'd work that out, but it is good to have it confirmed.
Oh.
Tell me about this meeting.
He called us all together, everyone but Abby and Barb.
Barb Oleander was a playwright and regular contributor to Radio Icebox.
What happened?
Well, not much. He came into Grandpa's workshop, urged us to abandon the experiment. Grandpa agreed, said it was too dangerous. That was that.
That was it? Okay. What happened next?
Well, the next day there was a message on the station voicemail. He said he was leaving. That was it.
Did he leave contact numbers, a way for you to reach him?
No. We've done a little searching, but no luck. We don't know where he is.
It was a phone message, you said?
Right. It was the last we heard from him. That was 6 months ago.
So it's really for the best that you don't look for me. I'd rather not tell you many details, just make sure Major doesn't do any more interdimensional experiments. Sorry I had to leave like this, but it was kind of necessary. My time in Icebox was the best. I mean that. Thank you, and goodbye.
Jacob Jasper appeared to leave Icebox, Minnesota of his own free will. But there are so few things actually known, so few facts that can be verified, nothing is as it seems in this small town. But in future weeks here on Timeline, we intend to find out. We will bring you the story of Jacob Jasper. We will discover his final resting place, or, if it comes to that, his current address. And we will find out once and for all what lies behind the veil of Icebox, Minnesota, the town the internet forgot. This is Diana Wong Goldberg, and this has been Timeline. Got it?
Got it. Sounds good.
Phew, I need a drink. Cody, thank you so much for letting us use the studio.
I'm going to get back to the hotel and get to work on this.
Oh, come on, have a drink with me.
I never imbibe. You know that, Diana.
Can't blame a girl for asking. Jennifer?
I'll be along.
Don't be too long. I hate drinking alone.
Oh, crap, she's my ride. Diana! Wait! Diana!
So, you're back.
Yes.
And you work for public radio now?
It's not really public radio. It's a podcast supported by public radio.
Like Serial, I know. But you do work for them, right?
That's complicated.
That's the normal way for you. You want to maybe try and explain it to me?
Can I explain it to you over dinner?
One thing. Do I need to worry about them uncovering, well, any of it?
Who, Ned and Diana? As long as I'm here, you don't need to worry about a thing.
That's good to hear. I missed you.
I missed you more.